Well, hello. Let's see. Is this? Hi. Hey. Hello, YouTube. I'm having some technical difficulties. Hopefully, up or I don't know. It's saying connection is unstable. Please wait while trying to reconnect. Ooh. Okay, Eureka's there. Hi, Eureka. Okay. So I guess we're okay. This is the thing about technology. It's like you're kind of at the mercy of technology in order to communicate sometimes, or at least these days, right? Mama pajama. Well, hello, hello. People are hopefully starting to load up. I'm not getting a lot of information. And as we all know, information is what helps folks feel better when they're anxious, right? So I don't even know how many of you are here. It's not really giving me anything. It's not telling me caca, caca. So I'm just going to trust that you guys are there. If not, I'll end up doing the live by myself. I do have to make it a shorter live today because, like, I have I have a client that I have to get to. Hey, Hannah. Hey, Eureka. Hey, Sunflower. Hey, Sarah. Okay, cool. So there are people here. Huzzah! Oh my God. It's like weird talking to a camera to yourself. Although Malia, I should be able to handle that, right? Like, no problem, right? But I do have a client that I have to get to, so I won't be able to be on as long today. But hopefully, we can chat a little bit here. It's so nice to see everybody. I don't know how my connection is. Can you guys let me know? Can you guys hear me, see me? Everything's good? Yes, no, maybe so. It's so weird. How's everybody holding up? Was it last week a doozy? Oh my goodness. Excuse me for the yawn. Today's been a pretty productive day for me. Are you guys feeling productive? Like, are you getting stuff done? Or are you just sitting on your ass? No, we don't do that. We don't just sit on our ass. No, not us. We're ass kickers, though, right? Eureka says the sun sign isn't everything. I'm a Sag, but I relate to my other signs too. Yeah. I mean, I'm just being facetious. Actually, astrology is really complicated. There's a lot that goes on with it. Sarah saying it's been a busy week and she's sleep deprived. I'm sorry. Although I haven't been sleeping well either. It's the full moon. Whenever there's a new moon or full moon, I don't know if you're like me, but I don't do very well with the sleeps. There's just a lot of energy. And when you're sensitive, like we are, hey, Victoria, when you're sensitive like we are, it just affects our system that much more. And it's harder to fake it, right? We can't fake our way through it, right? I mean, we can try, but we don't. So Sunflower says she's been feeling weird even this week. Well, yeah, okay. So much happened last week, right? We had the full moon, we had an eclipse, we had Venus move into Aries, we had something else happen. Oh, Mercury retrograde. So there's like a lot, and our physical bodies vibrate at a slower frequency than all these energies, right? So when you have these energies vibrating at a higher frequency and then you have the human body at a lower frequency, it takes time to integrate. And so that's what's happening is our body is like integrating, but it's a slower moving frequency. So there's this big gap. That's called the space-time continuum, folks. Hey Marie, nice to see you. Welcome. So I could talk a little bit about energy and how that works right now. And just to give you guys a little bit of an explanation, we have slow moving energy and we have fast moving energy, right? Hey, Florentina, I take psychic questions with super chats. So please feel free to super chat and I'd be more than happy to focus my attention and shift my energy in your direction. Okay. Sammy's like, why is Mercury always in retrograde? That's okay, Florentina. No worry, Christina B. It seems like it's always in retrograde, but it actually only goes into retrograde like 3 or 4 times a year. But you have the shadow periods before, which is like 2 to 3 weeks before, and the shadow periods 2 to 3 weeks after. And then you actually have the retrograde itself. So it just seems like it's always happening. But there's always some sort of celestial energy, some sort of celestial event that's like playing around with our electronics, right? Eureka, Sammy, I feel you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. Yeah. So, and see, that's the thing about energy, right? So, we each have our own energy field, our own system, and it operates the way it operates based on our chakras, right? So, when there's outside energy, it can influence our energy. And depending on how well we can control our chakras, especially the Ajna chakra, which has to do with will and willpower, you know, and how we navigate and allow ourselves, notice I'm saying allow ourselves to feel and experience that energy to move through our body. That's what happens, right? So what happens is you have physical things, the material world, right? So here, my cell phone, right? Here's my cell phone. And then you have, let's say, the energy of joy, right? So joy, the frequency of joy is really fast, like it moves super fast, right? And the faster moving energy, uh the higher the frequency, so you hear like high vibes, like good vibes only, high vibes only, right? That's what they're talking about. Very fast moving frequencies. And then you have the physical world, right? The phone. So you have non physical energy, happiness or joy. And then you have a physical, tangible object, a cell phone, which moves significantly slower. So it's a slower wave, right? Hold on. What are you doing, phone? Right? So you have a slow, I'm going to do it this way so I don't get distracted. So you have a slow moving wave and then you have a high vibrational wave, but you can see that there's space between something material, which moves slower, and an emotion, which is higher, right? So what happens is the higher vibrational frequency will start to draw in the physical, tangible thing. But it takes time because this moves slow, right? So when you're really happy, you'll draw in a cell phone. So you get a cell phone, you get a cell phone, you get a cell phone. No, hi Brandy, nice to see you. No, I mean I'm just trying to demonstrate like materialization and manifestation, right? So like this phone would represent joy and happiness, right? So it meets up and it takes time, which is why it takes time for us to get what we want, right? So emotions and feelings are high vibrational frequencies and things tangible. Hey, sunflower, I see you. I'll be with you in just a moment. I just want to finish this thought. This is a tangible thing, so it moves slower. And so here's joy and happiness, right? And then even within that range of non-emotion or non-physical, there are waves that move slower. So emotions that don't feel good are slower moving waves, and emotions that feel good are faster moving waves. In a nutshell, I have a whole energy series on my channel. You can go back and look and watch, and it's all about the emotional scale and all that thing. So Sunflower's got a question. Thank you for the super chat. Here we go. Does Braden have any regrets when it comes to me? You know, oh, I just heard he feels a little stupid. So, I mean, I would say to me, I don't know if that's necessarily a regret. So, I don't know if I would call that a regret, but I heard that he feels stupid. So, maybe he thinks he didn't make the wisest choice. So, I hope that helps. Brandy says, so just FYI from the live before the last one, the people are moving out Friday. Oh, Brandy, I'm hoping you like that. I cannot remember the advice I gave you because I channel this information. So unfortunately, I don't remember your scenario. I apologize for not being able to place it, but did I make that prediction? Are you happy with the outcome? Did I give you an implementation tool to do? Please forgive me, but there's a smile, so I'm going to assume that you like that. You're welcome, Sunflower. Key, hey, Key, Brandy. That's okay. And yes, you said sometime within a month or in a month. Cool, cool. So yeah, this is great. Congratulations, you done did it. Good, yay. We can manifest a lot of things, you guys. Hey, Bianca, nice to see you. Hi, how are you? You know what? Today I'm actually really great. I've been doing some work on myself, as a matter of fact. I'm becoming super, super aware of my feminine energy and my masculine energy. And um, I had a really cool, I like to experiment. I have this part of me that's like a mad scientist part of me. So I like to experiment with energy. And there was an appointment that I needed to make I am going to be getting my hair done. So hopefully next week I'll have a different hairstyle. But another beauty thing that I wanted to get done. And I called yesterday and the office was closed. And had in my calendar that I was going to call today. So that's me efforting, right? That's me doing, that's masculine energy, which is fine. We all need masculine energy. The only time it comes into a problem is when you're in masculine energy overdrive and your core energy is feminine. Hey, Sarah, I see you. I'm just going to finish this thought, but thank you for the super chat. I'll be right there. Um, so I had forgotten that I wanted to make that appointment for next week, right? So feminine energy is law of attraction, it's karma, it's cause and effect, it is manifestation. And so I've been experimenting, like when I'm trying very hard to do something, I'm in my masculine energy, and when I just say, fuck it, whatever, I'm in my feminine energy. And today I've just been really in my feminine energy, just allowing, just being like, whatever happens, happens. And the beauty place called me and said, hey, we saw that there was a missed call. I had completely forgotten that I wanted to schedule an appointment because it was so busy and so productive today. And I'm like, oh, I got to get online for the YouTube live. And they called me and I'm like, yes, feminine energy. Hi. I'm like, that's what feminine energy is. You draw it to you. These guys reached out to me. I did not have to reach out to them. So, all right. Sarah's got a super chat. She's got a question here. What kind of energy will my unit's coming commander bring to the, okay, my unit's incoming commander bring to the unit? Will she make a lot of changes? She arrives this summer. Oh, well, she's going to bring a lot of masculine energy, okay? But I like her. She's tough, but she's fair. But it does feel like your unit needs some shaking up, Sarah. I'm so sorry to say this. You're not like everybody else. You're sensitive, right? So you have more sensitivity than maybe your, I don't know, what do you call like your unit people? Fellow troops? What do you guys call each other? I'm curious, like fellow, I don't know what you guys call each other. Please forgive me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't know. But like your fellow colleagues or whatever, you're more sensitive than they are. You're more open minded. You're more heart. Let's say this, you're more heart centered. And so there needs to be some sort of shaking up so that people get back into their heart. So for you who's already in your heart, I feel like you might feel like a little bit, and you'll have to let me know. So follow up with me, Sarah, and let me know. I feel like you're gonna feel a little frazzled, like, "Oh my god, I have to, like, please her. I have to get approval. I have to work hard and effort." Just remember you're beautiful the way you are, and you're already heart-centered, and you're already meticulous, and you're already, um in integrity with things. So when she's going to be coming in and she's going to be maybe more commanding and more demanding, it's not necessarily of you, it's because your unit needs some shaking up. So try not to make it personal. You keep doing you and you'll be fine. Don't overdo. Then you're going into masculine overdrive, right? And your core is feminine. I've read for you several times, Sarah, so I know your energy. I can remember it very well just because I've read for you so many times. Like I know you. Like when I read, guys, when I read for people over and over again, I get to know them better. I may not remember their certain situations or circumstances, but energetic fields are kind of like thumbprints. They're very unique to people. So that's why I know Sarah. Yes, it's going to be a bit disheveled. It's going to be a bit, or it's going to feel that way, but it's for everybody else's benefit, not necessarily for yours. So if you can just remember, like, everything's fine. I don't have to go above and beyond. I'm doing well. I'm in integrity. I keep my word. I show up on time, all the things. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, Sarah. But that's the feeling I get. Like she can be a tough cookie, but fair, fair. So that's good. Okay. Hannah, I see you. Thank you for the super chat. Should I spend my birthday abroad with friends? Hell yeah. If you have the opportunity, absolutely. I'm sensing Italy. I don't know. Or just like eating Italian food. I don't know. Could I be wrong with that? Sure. Who knows? But yeah, go out with, if you can do it with your friends, if your friends will meet you, and yeah, absolutely. 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 So let me scroll back here and see what uh, Eureka says. How much is manifested through willpower and how much is manifested through contract before birth? Well, because you got karma. You got karma. When you change your karma, which can be changed through willpower, um, you can make it easier. The best and easiest way to change your karma is through tithing and service, loving kindness and generosity. There's a little fun life hack. Change your karma, right? But you can do a lot of change with willpower. You absolutely can. It has to be authentic. So it needs to be in alignment with you, and you can't be doing it for someone else. I mean, that's not necessarily true either, though. That's not entirely true. I mean, willpower is willpower, but a lot can be manifested through willpower. But you can't forget there's divine order. So you've got a lot of variables that are going on here. It's not that simple to answer that question. Okay, Eureka? Um, you also say, I feel like everything I want comes to me so quickly. Cool. Then you're really in your feminine energy. Awesome. Bianca says she needs to reconnect with her feminine energy as well. I hear you. Glad you're getting a new look. We all need it every now and then. I've been in what I would call a dark night of the soul for about 3 years now, going on 3 years. And it's been really hard and it's been really difficult. And I'm starting to really feel in these last 2 weeks like I'm getting it, whatever it is. Who knows, whatever it is. I know that I've been doing so much work on myself, so much soul evolution, so much shifting that I'm feeling like it's catching up now, right? Remember, I was talking about energy waves, right? The more slower a wave is, the more it takes time to get, hey, Brandy, I see you, and I'll take you in just a second. Then, it goes, the more slower it is, the longer it takes to get to where you need to get, like just in terms of feeling better. I've had a lot of karma that I've had to work out, and I still will throughout the rest of my life. A lot of ego that I need to get over. Um, I've got a lot that I'm working through, you know? So I want to get to Brandy. Brandy's got thank you for the super chat. Brandy has a question. I'm thinking of starting to sell handmade bracelets. Is that going to be successful? Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I feel really good about that. I feel really good about that. Now, the thing is, do you feel like it'll be successful? As a matter of fact, what they're saying to do is if you can infuse some energy or like intention into your bracelets, that whoever purchases these bracelets receives prosperity, good health, um abundance, all the things. So kind of bless the bracelets for safety, protection, abundance, prosperity, good health. Do all of that because it's almost like that's going to be your super secret sauce. You say I do try that in stone bracelets too. Okay, so stop trying and actually do it. So make it part of your process. Okay. um, the other thing they're saying, and this is totally up to you, again, they give suggestions, meaning your guides talk to my guides. So you do you, Brandy. But you might want to donate, like, let's say you sell 35 of them, like, take 10% of everything you've made after selling 45 or 35, like, tithe. Take 10% of whatever you've made and donate it. Okay. You will find that you will be prosperous and successful with this. Okay. My nose is totally running. Sorry, y'all have to see that. Okay. Sarah says that it makes sense. We mostly just address fellow soldiers. Okay. So they're fellow soldiers. My apologies, Sarah. I'm so glad you're not offended by their rank or last name. But as a group, you can say soldiers. So your fellow soldiers, you're okay if I say fellow soldiers. Your fellow soldiers need some shaken up so that they can get more into their heart. You're already there, so okay. Sunflower says, I've been going through it for the last year and kind of starting to feel like it's ending. Cool. Yeah. You listen, soul evolution is not easy. Being a human being is not easy. Not easy at all. Bianca says, one question I'd like to ask if you ever see me getting pregnant. Okay, so Bianca, for these personal questions, these psychic questions, feel free to super chat me because I have to shift my energy and it's kind of like a really weird, like horrible game of Frogger. So it takes a lot of energy for me to do that. So I'm happy to just go ahead and super chat me and we can go ahead and do that. Brandy says, oh, that's an awesome idea. Okay. Sarah's laughing at me. That's cool. Thank you. They do. Okay. Yeah. They need some shaking up. Yeah. You're good. Eureka's making a request to pull a card for the collective. I will pull a card for the collective because I do have to. Where the hell are my cards? Okay. Found them. Because I can't stay that long today because I have a client I have to get to. You guys can book one-on-ones with me if you want to work with me. I can help you really shift your energy, change your life if that's something you really want to do. All right, Eureka, here you go. Hey, Steph. I'm assuming you have a question because you just super chatted me. Thank you. But the question did not show up. So please feel free to write in a question and I'll try and match it to, I'll try and I'll like look out for it. Okay, because usually what people will do is they'll super chat me whatever fee they want to put in, and it's like donation basically, and they attach a question, but there's no question attached. Oh, there's the question. So Eureka, stand by because Steph is being very generous right now, and I want to reward her for that. So Steph, hi Terry, I would love to know if Isaiah still thinks of me at all. Does he miss me? Does he feel me energetically? Yeah, because you do. So we have psychic connections, we have psychic links. So because you think of him, that energy cord is still active. So yes, he does think of you. Does he miss you? I don't know if I would define it the same way. I feel like he misses the times that you had together. But you in particular, I'm not sure. And I don't want to tell you something that you want to hear just because you want to hear it. I'm really like honest. I don't bullshit. I don't sugarcoat. I'm just really frank. I just tell it like it is. So I apologize if that's hurtful to hear. But he does miss he misses times that you guys have had together. All right, Steph? All right, Eureka. I'm getting back. Let's see what's going on here. You guys can see how I like shift and like it's crazy. Okay. But first, coffee. All right. All right, Eureka. All right, Eureka, hold on. Okay, this is for everybody. This is a card for everybody. Wah, wah. Should we do a reveal? Here we go. Oh, you guys, everything is beautiful. All right, so whatever bullshit you're going through right now, if you can just trust that it will pass. Hey, JD, nice to see you. Oh, hey, Bianca, I see you there, but I don't see a question. Can you go ahead and type in a question for me, please? Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. Your generosity will be highly rewarded by the gods. But I need a question. Or if you just want to give me money, I'll take money too. But I feel like it would be a lovely exchange if I helped you back out. Everything is beautiful. So, um, whatever you're going through right now, it will pass. It's hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. But it is there is an end to until the next, so it's just gonna level you up. Okay, Bianca, I see you. Um to level you up. So it's like you'll have a little bit of a reprieve. Which is what a lot of people are experiencing like these past maybe 2 days. So you could be experiencing this reprieve right now. I know I am. Until the next level up. So hang in there, guys. Yes, everything is beautiful. All right, Bianca, you got your question. Here we go. Do I ever see you getting pregnant? Mm, yes. However, just to be fully honest and upfront, just know that okay, first of all, because I have a little bit of information I'll share with you. If you want me to be wrong, I want to be wrong. I never claim to be the end all be all, like I know everything. I'm a mere mortal. I make mistakes. I'm interpreting energy, right? So they could totally be screwing this up. Yes, I do see you getting pregnant. I don't see it being an easy journey. Um, But yes, I do see you getting pregnant, or there's this potential. Let's just say there's a potential and a possibility of you getting pregnant. Stop trying to get pregnant. Just let it happen. Okay. Hey, Mary, you came in at the perfect time. Everything is beautiful. True that, sister. True that. True that. Mm, let's see. Think I have I missed some questions here? Um. Oh, I did, see? Okay, Mary super chatted me, thank you. Will I get pregnant with my current boyfriend? I love it. It's like she's planning future boyfriends. Well, the current one. I'm not feeling that. I'm really not feeling that. So, Mary, if you want me to be wrong, I want to be wrong, but I don't feel like with your current boyfriend you're going to be getting pregnant. Unless you already are, but I'm just not getting that. I'm not getting that. So if you want me to be wrong, I want to be wrong. Florentina. Hey, Florentina. That would go ahead and super chat me and I can go ahead and answer your questions, okay? Because they're just a little too focused on just you. They're not like just general questions, okay? Mary says she felt that. Thanks. Yeah, I just really want to be honest. I don't want to sugarcoat. I don't want to like put people at, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but I also don't want people to just like live in a reality that they're not necessarily creating. So just remember you can always create whatever your reality is or whatever it is that you want, but you got to do some work. Like you have to navigate the human aspect to do a lot of manifestation, materialization, all of those things. A lot of it is trauma work, you guys, because we have so many blocks and so many thought forms and all the things. Okay, so Florentina, thank you for the super chat. So I'm okay. Okay, wait, let me go back to your question. So, Sunflower, I see you and thank you for the super chat, but Florentina came in right before you. So, let me get to Florentina first. Okay, Florentina's question. Hi, I've manifested a better life for myself due to my hurtful upbringing. Kudos to you, sister. Good for you. That's a lot of work. It's hard work. I met someone at uni, I'm thinking that's university, and believe, sorry, I'm American, and believe he is my future husband. We're great friends and both very into each other. Any advice? Oh, I like this. Yeah, my advice is to go slow, they're saying. So a slow burn, really get to know each other more, deeper, have experiences together. If you haven't traveled yet, they're saying you should travel with each other because you really get to see how people are. Learn each other's argumentation style. And they're also saying have conversations about finances. So don't go into any marriage with him without understanding how he spends his money. I hope that helps. Okay, Sunflower. And just a heads up, you guys, I'm going to repeat it again. I'm probably going to, say it like a couple times here, but I have to make today's session short because I do have a client to get to. So, Sunflower, I've reached out to Braden. Would he be Oh, if I reached out to Braden, would he be responsive? I think the retrograde is pushing me to say something. You know what? Okay, so here's what I want to say. Could he be responsive? Yes. But what's really coming clear and through to me um, is that you don't really know what you want. So, what I would do is before even reaching out to him, get clear with what you want. Get clear, get really deep, do some, investigation and just be like, why do I want to reach out to him? What do I want from him? So, just get really, really clear. So that's the first part. The second part is just if you are going to reach out to him, just wait until after retrograde. Come on. Retrograde makes us, review the past and reflect on the past. And it's not always the best time. I mean, if you really, so this is why I want you to like really get all up in yourself because if you get honest with yourself and you really figure out why you want to reach out to him, you can figure out, do I actually really want to get back together with him? Do I really want to see him again? Do I want to deal with how he is, who he is? Right? So don't just go like, I've got this inclination. I'm just going to do it. You can't be impulsive when it comes to your heart. You got to be smart. And you don't know, like, as somebody who has anxiety, um, we don't often know when, when when it's the head versus the heart. So you have to really get all up in yourself to know if it's your heart. Okay. You're welcome, Florentina. Oh my God, he wants to go slow. We're talking about traveling today. His family are seriously more better financially. I think you're saying he comes from money or his family is financially stable. I think that's what you're saying. But just have those discussions. Like don't go into anything super serious or deep or marriage until you know how people spend their money. Okay. Okay, Sarah, I see you. When should I tell my brother about my current relationship? Tell him now. It's none of his business anyway. So it doesn't matter. If your brother's going to get upset or judge you or whatever, that's on him, Sarah. You got to be happy. This is your life. This is about you. This is not, if you're so worried and concerned about approval or whether your brother's going to judge you or anything like that, there needs to be healing in that relationship. Okay. So you could either tell him or not tell him, but there's no like time constraint or anything like that. Like when it comes down to brass tacks, it's your life and it's your business and it's your news to share if you want to share it. And if he's going to give you a problem or, hopefully he'd be super happy, right? But You do you, boo. Okay. Sunflower says, I think that there's work I want to do for myself. Okay, so Florentina saying yes, that's correct about his family. Yeah, so it's good to do that. It's good to do that. Okay. Oh, I see. I missed JD's. Hold on. JD has a hey has a question, or at least she super chatted me. Hey JD, do you have a question? Because there's a super chat, but there's just no question. Yes. Okay, JD, do you have a question? Can you write it out for me, please? And then again, I'm just gonna remind you guys it'll probably be like another 5 minutes. Should I talk with my sister? Thank you, JD. Like, okay, there's a question. Um, should I talk with my sister? So the answer is yes, but the timing isn't right. The timing's not right. So yes, you should talk with your sister. Get some guidance, get into your heart, get out of your head. Ask your team, your guide, like when would be a good time for you. Like Sarah's question about when should she tell her brother about her current relationships is different. Her situation is different and there's no time constraint. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, there's a better time versus others. But JD, there's something about time. I don't think your sister's necessarily ready. You're saying I figured you miss her. Okay. Yeah, you miss her. We want her to miss you too, and there's something about her still not being in that softer place. Like you're in that softer place. But she's not in that softer place, so it's a timing kind of thing. Okay. So just hang in there. Hang in there. There will be remember, divine order, divine timing. God's got your back. Hey Grace. Oh, she's angry. Yeah, JD. Hey Grace, I see you. Here's your question. Thank you for the super chat. Do you see me writing a book and what about? Do you see me writing a book? All right. I'm going to tell you something. Again, I don't sugarcoat, I don't BS. I see you starting to write a book, but I don't see you finishing it. I see you procrastinating a lot and not actually finishing it. And what it's about, see, and that's the thing is like what it's about is like you're too scattered, you're too all over the place. You got to get more in touch with your heart. I always say this because your heart is the truth. Your heart doesn't lie. um you got to do some work on like figuring out what your purpose is, and that's what the book will be about because you'll at least have a better direction. You don't even know what the book is about, like you're too scattered. So it's like you start writing a book but you're not even clear about what your book is. So that's why I see you starting to write a book, but it starts going off in different directions and you're just like, what the fuck? So you can't necessarily finish the book. So if you're having this calling or an inclination to write a book, awesome, fantastic. Sit in the inquiry of what should my book be about? How can, and come from the place of how can I serve people? How can I be there to help people? Because when you're of service to other people, it's also when prosperity comes in, right? So you don't just want to write a book and you don't just want it to be about pears, for example. Maybe you're writing a book about fruit. I don't know. You want it to reach people, you want it to affect people, you want it to influence people, you want people to get something out of it, to connect and resonate and learn something about themselves through your work. So that's the information I get. Okay. JD says, okay, FYI, I'm sending an email. Okay. I mean, you can send her an email, like you can do all of that, and just and just see what happens, right? Give this space, just see what happens. Be curious, be adventurous, right? That's more feminine energy instead of where is she? How come she isn't writing back? When am I going to hear from her? That's masculine energy, right? All right, you guys. Thank you guys for all of your generosity. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me and connecting with me this Wednesday, this lovely Wednesday. We'll be back again next Wednesday, and I should be having a different hairstyle. Grace says, very true. Definitely scattered ideas, too many creative endeavors. Ha ha ha. Thank you. You're welcome, Florentina. All right, you guys, I got to sign off. I got to prepare for my next client. And I'm so grateful you guys are here. And just keep connecting to yourself. I love how some of you guys are talking to each other. That's connection. Everything is connection. Remember, when we connect to ourselves, we're connecting to the divine. Try and stay in your heart as much as possible. I know life can suck. I know. But if we can just let this energy move through us, we can get on to the next beautiful now moment, right? Because today's card was everything is beautiful, right? So, you guys, I love you. I enjoy spending my time with you. So, I've got to sign off now. I'm always saying stay connected, right? So, stay connected to your friends and family, stay connected to yourself, stay connected to me. And of course, I will see y'all on where? The flip side. Woo! Okay, I'm totally, thank you, Mercury retrograde. Here we go. Bye.